Hi everyone. I'm here today to share some pictures of my babies with you. I want to tell you about a poll I set up and I want to hear your opinions. I'm showing these dolls from fairly recent editions because since I'm finished with all my custom dolls, I'm thinking about doing another silicone kit. In this video, I'm focusing on silicone kits and specifically what kind of silicone kit would you like to see me do next? That's what I want to know from you today. I'm showing you the recent dolls to see if it can help you think of what you might like to see from me next in silicone kit form. I think it would be nice for you guys to help me decide what silicone kit you'd like me to make for you to paint next. As you know, I recently did 2 full silicone kits, Sayge and Tate, and now I'm thinking of which kits to do for you next. I don't really know what you prefer. Sayge and Tate were both awake kits, and I don't know if you might prefer to see an asleep kit this time. I also don't know if you'd prefer a full silicone kit, or as we used to call them, full body silicone kits, or would you prefer to see a cloth body kit, or I hear some people calling them partial silicone kits now. I set up a poll here on YouTube in my community tab for you to tell me what kind of silicone kit you would like me to do next. You can find the community tab by clicking on my channel name below in the description and then look under my name and you will see home, videos, playlists, and then the community tab. Click the community tab and there you'll see the poll. Make your choice and you can also leave comments below the poll. I have a lot of ideas of what I'd like to do for my next silicone kit, but I thought since you guys are painting the kits or collectors are having their favorite silicone artists paint the kits for them, then I could get your input of what kit you want to get, and then the one that gets the more popular votes, that will be the one that I make. These dolls you're looking at here in the slideshow were all made completely by me during the last few years. I don't usually complete many dolls in one year because I do everything for these dolls from scratch. You see, my first silicone edition was poured by another artist. It was beautifully poured, but I always had to wait on each kit to come. And that was all the way back in 2007. And I was new to silicone painting then. And one day I messed up a head while painting. And you know, the head is the biggest part of the kit, so it's the most expensive to replace. And I had to reorder a new head, and it really hurt me deeply because it was so expensive. I used to make my I used to make porcelain dolls years ago, like about 30 years ago, and I used to make my own molds, so I thought maybe it would be better for me if I tried to make my own silicone molds. And thousands of dollars later, it all came together and it worked out in the end. And then a few years later, I started to pour silicone dolls, full silicone dolls. My husband helped me because the full silicone molds are heavy. So it all worked out in the end. Then I tried to use a router when I started doing full silicone dolls because they took so long to paint and the collectors wanted their dolls more quickly, but it didn't work out for me either. In that venture, I lost a lot of money because then I had to go back and fix the mistakes that the router made. And as you know, if you're doing a service, PayPal doesn't do refunds. So I got stuck with all these heads that I had to pull out the hair and root again. So I never did that again. But I did learn one lesson. All the dolls I made for collectors are rooted by me now because my work represents me. And when the collectors see the dolls, they reflect me. And I really don't want them seeing the hair in a way that I don't want my doll to have hair like that, you know? If it's not good enough for my doll, it's not good enough for the collectors. Anyway, when I decided to make a doll kit, I start by looking at pictures of babies. It might be a few hours or a few days before I can find the right pictures that inspire me to start sculpting. After sculpting a new doll, I make the molds. Sometimes my husband will make the molds for me if he's available, and then we pour the doll or the kit. I personally paint and root the doll, one of the dolls, to show the collectors what the kits would look like completed. Usually that doll I sell as the artist proof. And with kits, I only sell one artist proof. I don't make more, just one. And then all the rest of the edition, I hand it over to my husband, and he'll pour the rest of the kits and put them up for sale. Recently, we decided that my husband would handle all the kits and I would handle all the dolls, and it's working out beautifully. The process is similar for my limited edition dolls, except I do all of the edition as completed dolls. I usually do about 5 dolls in that edition. Sometimes a little more and sometimes a little less. The biggest edition I ever did was GabyGail, and I won't ever do that again. Anyway, GabyGail was 30 dolls, so that was way too much. So I won't do that again. Anyway, I'll work on a silicone doll edition after I introduce this next silicone kit. I have many ideas and pictures of babies I collected that I want to sculpt for my silicone dolls. Anyway, let me refocus on the kit. Hopefully, many of you will participate in the poll so I can know which type of silicone kit you'd really like to see. I'm so happy to be in the creative stage of making dolls again. I'm looking forward to making dolls and new kits. My favorite part of making the dolls is the sculpting, of course. And second to the sculpting, I enjoy the painting of the dolls. And that's when you start to see them even coming more to life. And you might be surprised, but my next favorite thing to do is rooting. I prefer to root silicone dolls, though. I don't particularly enjoy rooting vinyl as much, but I guess it doesn't matter because I rarely make vinyl dolls. I have a special chair I use for rooting, and I put on something I can listen to on the TV or an audiobook, and I sit there for hours on end just rooting. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy just being there rooting. It takes away my stress, it relaxes me, and in the end, it makes the doll looks even more real when they get the hair. I'm less enthusiastic about pouring the dolls. That's why my husband does that part for me. The silicone is very heavy and all that lifting is a bit much for me. Also, I don't enjoy pulling the dolls out of the mold. And that's when it's really nice to have his help. We both usually work together and pull the dolls out of the molds. It takes more than two hands to do that. The part I enjoy the least is packing and shipping the dolls. I really don't enjoy that part. These dolls are all special to me. Some are portraits, some are not. I usually work from pictures of babies I like, and sometimes I take a nose from one picture and lips from another because I can never find the perfect baby picture because in my mind I want to change something. GabyGail and Kayden were like that. They were not portraits. They were made up by me. Janica was a portrait. Janica was my all-time favorite portrait. But I have other favorites too, like Zoe and the Princess. Anyway, please don't forget to go cast your vote. Remember to click on my channel name in the description below and then click on the community tab to cast your vote in the poll and let me know what kind of silicone doll kits you prefer. Also, please share this video with your doll friends so they can vote also. And to see videos of the new dolls I create, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and click the little bell to be notified when I put up new videos. I know I don't do videos often, but that's because it usually takes me a while to make the doll. And most of my videos are to show you the new dolls I create. Leave me a comment below and tell me, did you see your doll in the video? Did you see your friend's doll in the video? Also tell me in the comments below, did you see your favorite YouTuber's doll? And don't forget, cast your vote to let me know what type of doll kit you would like to see me do next.